Hey Clashers, and welcome back to another video. And today is the first day of the first Clan War League ever for Town Hall 14. And, well, I don't know if it's unfortunate or not, but you guys can see it right now on your screen. We have a different group. So let's put it like this. We have a group out of 6 teams overall, which means we have only 5 battle days. How does this work? Why exactly did that happen? I will try to explain this to you. So first off, whenever you're signing up for a Clan War League match, obviously out of the amount of clans is not always being able to divide into into groups out of 8 teams, for example. So this is not as easy. At the end of the day, there are always a couple of teams which are kind of like left over. And sometimes, well, sometimes it's kind of working, but I feel like sometimes even a couple of clans are just completely getting left out. On this case for us, we just found a group out of 6 clans, which is not the worst to be honest, but it's kind of strange looking, seeing there's only 5 battle days overall, but hey, that's how it works. For us, it's not bothering us too much. For me, it's kind of unlucky because it's less content which I can show, but at the end of the day, it's a lot of fun for me showing you my attacks, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. So I will show you guys every single attack and obviously plan out every single attack for you guys so you can see if it's working as planned or if we have yet again to kind of improvise quite a bit. So now let's get started with the first base. This base actually got hit already by, I think Dragon it was, from AS Monster. And that's the great thing about being a caster, I guess, and at the same time, just being able to remember most of the bases. So yeah, what we're going to do is just one walk the bottom scatter shot compartment, then getting the smash into the eagle compartment, just double jumping, and then just some smash action with the blimp for the town hall. The easiest thing right now to deal with the town hall is just blimping that or queen charging it. One of those two things is most of the time the best thing to do. Sending your smash into the town hall and into the explosion of that town hall with that poison together is not the greatest thing to do. So this is our army. We're getting started. So I think let's get ready and let's get some 3 stars. So here we go. We have everything set up and we have everything rolling. So we're starting off with a warden walk. And since this is kind of like a voiceover for me, since it's the English channel, I can explain to you guys a bit more why exactly I picked the golem. First off, obviously, when Dragon did this attack, he used the golem as well. But nowadays, I feel like the golems are getting stronger and stronger as tanks, just in front of some troops, just to make sure you're giving your heroes, your troops, whatever, time to do what they're supposed to do. What exactly do I mean by that? I think you all already had this case where you're sending in the P.E.K.K.A. smash, but the healers are just not switching. That's a golem golem is pretty nicely for that, which means it provides nicely tanking. The golem is giving you time for your healers to switch. Most likely, maybe even the healers are going to switch to the golem, which is totally fine as well. And at the same time, not always you need all 3 P.E.K.K.A. Like this is kind of like an overkill in tanking, so you can just use a golem in that sense, with having the P.E.K.K.A. a little bit more far back and less likely to die right away. So far, beginning-wise for us, it's looking pretty good. We did everything we should in the beginning, sending our queen, everything. At this point, I'm kind of like seeing, okay, what should we do next? Now I'm sending the P.E.K.K.A., now sending in the Coco-Loons and everything, the wizards, the king, and the witches. The top buildings already went down a bit too far. I did not expect to get that much with my minion, but that's looking pretty good. I mean, it's looking all right. At this point, I'm kind of waiting for my warden to follow, but it is, as always is, I feel like with those smashes, the warden is not following 50-50, which I can understand because there's so many different groups which are going to the base. So yes, it's kind of obviously a bit strange. The next thing which a lot of people asked, at least in the German stream, because I'm doing all of my attacks live on stream, is why exactly did you not bring a poison? Well, whatever is in there, you don't need it, because there was no multi-inflammatory in the beginning, which means my super wizard should survive. If there's a hound there, my super wizard should just wreck it. If there's like ice golems in there, I don't need a poison anyways. If there are super minions in there, they're useless anyways. So there was no reason for a poison in this attack, and this looks so far pretty good. I mean, the queen is surviving. Royal Champ is not having her ability anymore. We're protecting the warden with our freeze, which means we have a great time finishing off this base. The Royal Champ, as I said, still alive. Back and Baby Dragon just to make things even quicker. And we have 35 seconds left, and this is the first attack on town of 14 for me in the Clan War League. And well, I'm pretty happy that it was successful. All right, it's like a good sign starting into the town of 14 meta. And well, that was a pretty great start. Overall, we're now 2 out of 2 in this clan war. It was a pretty close one so far. Our enemies are doing pretty nice as well. Hey, let's just get into the next base. Let's just plan out the next attack. I mean, I told you already in a ton of videos, but Queen Charge Lalo right now is just insane. And that's what we're going to do in the next one as well. I think I attacked this base already, but either way, my idea was to Queen Charge the top side. Since this is like a pretty nice depth of the defenses, we can reach everything from the outside, like air defense, everything. Then onto this mortar, I want to send in some loons and send in a blimp to take down the town hall. Meanwhile, our queen is on the outside, finishing off the buildings over there. And as soon as the town hall is going down, that should lure up the clan castle as well, which is always a great thing. Facing that early, wall breaking my queen in at the army camp, and then the queen is supposed to kind of like walk into the scatter compartment. Meanwhile, wall breaking in the king at the same time as well. It's a lot of multitasking, a lot of like next to next like hero things to do. So yeah, let's just repeat that slowly. So first, as I said, queen charge at the top side, blimp the town hall, lure the clan castle, queen charge into the scatter compartment. Next thing is obviously funneling the queen with our king, and then the queen is supposed to charge into that compartment. The core is completely open, so our queen can reach everything basically. The only thing which is dangerous is this multi-inferno tower, so that's what we're going to take down with our royal champ. So this is all of our 3 heroes like planned out. The Lalo just from the bottom side is more likely like cleanup, I guess, because the queen charge should already take down the entire base. And let's see if it works. I mean, this is the army composition. Army is ready, so let's get started. And there we are in the game. We have well, our queen charge in the beginning, unicorn on that queen. It's so like one thing which I feel like a lot of people are underestimating with putting the unicorn on the queen and the queen charge. Yes, one point is obviously like healing is not stacking with the healers and everything, but just things like this would not be possible. Like my queen would have lost already way more hit points, and I cannot place the healers just now because of the air defense range. So things like that are just giving you so much power and things like this. So it's insane. And now we have the blimp on the town hall. We need to use now our healers since the air defense went down. Now the wall break. This is not looking too bad. Poison in as well to keep our queen alive and making sure that she is staying alive and not dying right away. Now some more loons, even though we're dropping already low on loons, but I think I have to use that just to make sure that our queen is not doing any fancy footwork and going into the wrong direction. That wouldn't be the best thing to have. And well, now we still have the stupid cannons staying. That 1 minion should be enough right there. Now the king, like the king in a second, and funding the king on the right side already, taking down the king, now the enemy king as well. And at some point we need to get started with our next heroes, which is the king with the yak and the royal champion in a second as well, just to take down this multi-inferno tower compartment. As I said, the multi-inferno tower needs to go down. We cannot reach that with our queen, and the queen is not supposed to walk into that compartment, which she's not doing. That's awesome. Now all three heroes are working next to each other, which are doing a great work, like great job of like getting everything done. The queen is still alive at this point. Royal champion ability to take down the next X-bow, which is less damage on our queen, and this is looking like a really solid entry. Coconut, actually the loon is tanking the eagle. This eagle targeting, like I'm not complaining at this point because it was kind of good for us, but at the same time, why is the eagle targeting this one loon? I don't get it, but at the same time, I don't mind since I'm the attacker at this point. So, well, we have our Lalo in at the bottom side. The queen is taking down the eagle, and as I said, the eagle, like the Lalo is only supposed to do cleanup because the queen can reach everything. We have one rage to the left, the headhunter is in there as well, so we can use the warden ability in a second to get rid of the enemy royal champion. Warden ability, as we said, queen is even dealing with the royal champ, so that shouldn't be any problem. We have one rage left, and this looks like another overkill. That was a great attack, a really great plan, I think. And that's exactly how you can 3-star this base. I think actually this guy is a YouTuber for the Indian community. I'm not 100% sure. Some people said that in this Twitch chat that we're facing an Indian YouTuber. So I don't know. Maybe that's the case. Maybe not. We got the 3-star on this one. So we have one attack left. And so far we are 3 out of 3. Looking pretty good. So let's take a look at the next attack and see how we can do over there. So one more base, one more attack. Yet again, we have 3 accounts having. We are playing with 3 accounts in this one. And this base looks pretty interesting. So what we're going to do is blimping that compartment. And sorry, it's again Queen Charge Lalo. Just like, I just want to get you guys understanding this. Queen Charge Lalo is just so insane because you're so flexible, you're so unpredictable, and at the same time, your heroes are just so strong. So the plan is, as I said, blimp the scatter compartment, Queen Charge then into the town hall. The sweeper should not be any problems because the ground expos on the complete other side, and we're going to Lalo those ground expos. So I feel like the expo setup should be turned around, but whatever. Then I'm going to funnel with my king those gold storages. The king is supposed to walk into the eagle compartment with the royal champ together, and then we're just going to wall break yet again into the sweeper. Like that's the plan, because all of the other compartments should be empty. I'm really looking forward to see if that works. So let's get started, I guess, and here we are. So we're starting off with the queen, so we do not want to mess up with the timing. We do not want to mess up with the time overall. That's why we're sending the queen first and then the blimp second. It's more multitasking, but at the same time, it's less likely that we're going to time fail. That's the idea behind that. So queen send in, healers in, and as well some loons on the cannon to funnel. Now the blimp, and as you guys can see, it's a lot of things at the same time, but we have to do that just to make sure that things are not going to end up in a time fail. That wouldn't be the greatest thing to have. So now the Yetis are dealing with that queen, the wizard to funnel my own queen into that compartment, and you can see I have a really strange setup of my pets. And since, as I said, this is like a voiceover again, I can explain it more why exactly those pets. First off, the king with the unicorn, because I feel like the king is not facing too much burst damage, so having the unicorn on that king is totally fine. You can see we do not need any healing power on our queen anyways, so the unicorn on the queen would be kind of wasted, especially charging into the town hall. So at this point the unicorn would be already dead kind of. So that's why the unicorn on the king. Now the next point is, why not the lassie on the like, why this pet combination with the royal gem and everything? Well, the reason is because I want to have a Sui into the eagle compartment kind of with my king and with my royal champion. The thing is that if there are any skeleton traps, the Yak is going to one-shot them. That's the great thing about the Yak. The Yak has like the power to one-shot skeletons, which is huge, which is insane for those hero dives, and that's exactly why I put up the Yak onto the royal champion. You can see right there exactly the Yak is tanking perfectly fine. If there would have been any skeleton traps, we would have easily taken that down. And lastly, for the queen, well, that was just like to speed things up a little bit in the beginning, and that's already pretty much it. The wall break worked as we intended. The eagle is down as we were hoping for, and now we have 1 minute and 20 seconds left with for 40% of the base, which is not looking too bad, to be honest. Already cleanup at the top side is placed. Now we need to make sure that this Inferno Tower is going down. I'm just freezing it just to be sure that my healers are staying alive. I don't think it would have been needed at the end of the day, but still, now the Lalo is in, already clean up minions behind. We have some more groups on the left side now coming in as well. This is looking pretty promising. The queen can reach most of the defenses in the core. We have 1 rage left, 1 haste first for the Lalo. The sweeper is going down, which is huge. Now we can use the queen ability just to make sure that she's staying alive. The warden is following, getting hasted into all of the loons. We have the 1 rage left, and this should be the next beta for us. So perfect on the first day. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is exactly what we're looking for. I mean, I don't want to jinx myself already, but maybe we can go perfect on maybe 1 or 2 accounts, maybe even 3. Let's just see what we can do. Either way, this is going to be the next 3-star, and the war is looking pretty good. 12 stars. Okay, never mind. See you next time.